And we're off. What's up, Jacob?
Not too much, bro. Just catching me in the afternoon, I think now. What is it, noon?
Yeah,
I'm still in
technically,
bed, bro. I'm still in my
really.
bed. Yeah, I've had a very chill morning. I've been slow moving. I'm not hungover or anything, so that's a plus. But yeah,
Me
it's been
neither.
a mellow morning for your boy.
I'm not hungover from alcohol, but I have like a little hangover this morning. Um, from also here. This is kind of funny thing. So I ate some chips last night, like Takis,
Mm.
like Fuego chips.
Oh,
Not a
okay.
big bag, just like the regular like snack bag, and I just wolfed it down. While I was watching like some Curb Your Enthusiasm or something, and
Good show.
pretty good time like last night, and it's like about as good of like a solo night you can have. But then the next morning, it's just, dude, chips or like even if you eat
Mm.
like a whole bag of Sour Patch, it just the poops. It's like you get that hangover feeling in your gut that you have when you drink a lot too much. You don't have the
Yeah.
headache, but it's all the gut. And then another thing with that I always forget about, which is super embarrassing, like extreme to me, it's one of the most embarrassing like subtleties there are that you can have as like a person, is like an adult especially, is, and it's still because I haven't showered today. So like the
Me neither.
redness on the fingers, like
Oh,
from
it's
the
caked
next
in
day of like
there.
eating the chips.
Oh,
And like I've washed
dude.
my hands since then, but it stays on, and it's not that bad anymore. But like when you go to a store, like earlier I went to the store to grab, I have to work, like we're doing like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing at Paramount later, so like asking people
Nice.
questions about the movie. So I got to go to the Paramount later, so, and I'm a PA, so I figured I might as well like buy the crew waters because it's gonna be hot as fuck. And so I got like the bunch of waters for everyone at like the grocery store. And so like while I was paying, I was just like, I looked down at my card and I'm like, Jesus Christ, my fingers are just fucking red from this shit. Looks like I just got
Dut.
done figuring Clifford.
Dude, Taki dust. That's gross.
Or like
I will
hot
say
Cheetos, like they're always shit
the
stays on
worst.
there for like 3 days.
It does. Munchies are my favorite, and there's so much dust in there from like
Oh yeah, dude,
Doritos and
Munchies, fuck.
Cheetos, and yeah, I know. I actually in high school, I went out with this girl who her family was like the primo um like importer of Takis. So she had like boxes and boxes of Takis at her house, and like I had unlimited supply, like all different flavors. It was a free for all, but so I only had a couple bags. They weren't my favorite, but that's my Takis intimacy.
Yeah, dude, they really ruin your gut. They're so good. I like them a lot, but they ruin your gut. Um,
Yeah, not a very good dinner choice, I would say.
and I've recent no, I didn't eat them for dinner. It was like later, but thanks for letting me dispel that rumor. Anyway, like I don't know about you, dude, but I can't eat in the morning, like unless I'm like, I don't know, wake up really early, like 5:36, and have to go do something. Like I can't eat in the morning, like on average. Like I just ate at like noon, and I had like a like a Greek wrap chicken
Hmm,
thing. So it's
okay.
not really breakfast food, but that's like, first of all, breakfast food never sounds good to me, really. And then like also with the Takis gut that I had this morning, and then like I gotta wake up, so I drink a little coffee. That's another story. Like coffee ruins me. I'm almost off coffee. Um,
Yeah,
but
don't do
I
it.
gotta say, I went down to the like market down on the corner right here because I had to get some TP because I know I'm gonna drop a load after this fucking episode,
Hmm.
and I had to get some
Always.
paper towels. I also picked up a Gatorade, lemon
Which
lime, no free
oh,
ads,
dude, the
but
piss flavored Gatorade, the best.
the what?
The yellow.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks like
good.
piss, but
But
it's so good.
I also feel like it's like medicine sometimes. Like I was like, oh, maybe I'll get that for the electrolytes. Dude, I took like 3 sips of this. I feel so much better. Like my gut,
Nice.
everything. It's crazy what it can do for you. The electrolytes.
They weren't. There's a reason why the Florida Gators played better on the stuff. They were kicking everyone's ass back in the day.
I feel like the president for Idiocracy. Remember, he's like, "Oh, it's got electrolytes, and they're just like putting it in the fields. That's gonna be
Yeah,
me.
classic.
I mean, if it can
I,
cure Taki's gut, it can cure fucking plants or anything.
dude, Gatorade. Who needs doctors? You have Gatorade at your fingertips. Multiple flavors, any flavor you want. It's a taste of the rainbow. Fuck Skittles.
All right.
But yeah,
I say we jump into a couple topics of the day, but then really want to make this short and sweet for people, like maybe like a 30 to 40 minute episodes. Yeah. And then we can do more. It will take me less time to edit, so we can end up getting more out per week. And
Cool.
when we go an hour, it takes longer to edit, so it takes more days, and then we end up losing like the relevancy of like any topics we talk about of that day. So I tried to
I
pick
got
a
you.
few things that were like going to be ongoing because Elon Musk never stops with this stuff. And as you can see, we got this clean little headline banner
Banner
thing set up to
lower third.
StreamYard. So Elon turns Twitter X, and if you've logged onto the app today on your phone, you'll still see the little Tweety bird at the top. However, I went on desktop, and it is actually X logo. There's no branding for the blue Twitter. It's all X, and I don't like have too many thoughts. I think Elon's just always doing too much. It's like he needs to make changes to be in control or something. I don't know. I think it's weird. Twitter is such good branding. Like when you say tweet or Twitter, there's only one thing that people think of. When you say X, it's like could be so many things. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it'll last. But how do you feel about it?
When I think of X, I think of porn automatically. So I
Yeah.
don't know if he wants to connotate with that. He wants to be a little more edgy. Okay, whatever. And then I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Project X. That movie is
Of
awesome,
course.
where the kids throw a party.
Awesome.
It's great,
Yeah.
dude.
This is
Great.
Elon's Project X. It kind of
Yeah, I
is.
know. It is. And then you think of Triple X, like Vin Diesel and Samuel L. Jackson and that one
Vitamin water.
yeah, when Ice Cube was in there. So it's like, what I don't know, Elon, you're kind of dulling down your brand, in my opinion. And he's a weirdo. He's got so much money, he doesn't know what to do with it.
Mhm.
I am not a big Twitter user, X user. I know you are, Sam. You love the tweets. But so that's more on your vibe. I don't. So it still looks like Twitter, though. Is that the deal?
Yeah,
Like
it's, on the phone, it all looks the same. On the phone, like I said last time I checked, it still has the Tweety bird at the top, the blue bird. On the
okay.
desktop, it's here. Let's just go right now. I'll show you. All right. Let me get back to this. Da-da-da.
I will say, Twitter, solid name. You think of Tweety Bird. You think of like little messages. Yeah, X. I don't know why. Why would you just call it X? It's so random and lame and simple and
Yeah, you see that? X
ambiguous.
right up in the
Right.
corner, right here. X.
Wow, X.
And it still says Twitter though in the URL.
Huh. And I'm sure like you can't change like the stock and the company name just that easily, I would think, right? It's got to be just a like a publicity stunt, I would think. Just to like get everyone being like, "Oh, talking about Elon Musk and Twitter." Like there already aren't.
Is there a Tesla X? Let's look up Tesla X car. Let's see if there is
I know it's
Tesla
Uber
X.
X.
Oh yeah, there is a Tesla Model X.
There you go.
Maybe I thought it was like some kind of maybe I don't know, promotional thing.
Or extreme, like I think of the X games. There's so many uses of X, you know what I mean? Like
so many better uses and like
yeah.
more clear meanings. DMX
Or it
exhibit.
means, dude, love DMX. Or X means 10, in Roman numerals.
Yeah.
It means everything, like you shouldn't. Well, actually, I don't even know. Is there a better way? Like, is there a red flag when like you talk to your exes? Or is it a red flag when you like burn all bridges with your exes? You know what I mean? Like, which one's better than that?
What do you
Like
mean?
all my exes live in Texas. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
are you? I'm guessing you're not supposed to talk to your exes. Is that the deal?
I think I don't know. I think anyone can
I
do
don't
what
know
they
either.
want.
Okay, that's fair.
All right,
I
let's
just
move
don't
on.
know the right way to do this.
Are you in that predicament
All right,
right
so
now? It sounds like, well, I know you have like 3 of them that you're just flipping girls. You have the
I'm
most
not
legendary.
flipping girls.
Now that we
I'm
can
not
show
flipping
other
girls.
shit, I might go to your Instagram and show everyone that post, the legendary
You
post.
shouldn't. You should not. I'm not flipping girls like houses or like coins. I have one lady that I really like and am going out with, and she's probably gonna watch this podcast. And I am dedicated and committed to her.
I know that.
No,
You've talked
not
about it
talking to any
before off
exes.
camera. It's important to you. All right.
It is. It is very important.
Next topic and our last topic of the day. Bronny James goes to
Oh,
ICU.
dude,
This is all over
bro.
X. Fuck, it's all over Twitter. You got the vaccine people coming out of the woodwork saying that it's a shock to the heart and you're okay. You give me a bad name, or you give love a bad. I don't know.
Okay, dude. All right, John Bon Jovi.
So apparently he was playing basketball with USC, where he recently committed to, and it sounds like he was in like a practice or workout session, and he just had I heard cardiac arrest. I don't know exactly what happens when you go into cardiac arrest. I know Damar Hamlin did with his what happened with him against the Bengals last year. Um, I I think that's what maybe happened to him. I'm assuming you collapse to the ground, you can't do much. Real scary situation. It's I mean it's obviously significant a little bit more as far as news flow and getting around that it's the best player of basketball history, arguably his kid. And it sucks, but like also, do you see my hat? Like how my hair is just like getting like
Yeah,
my hat's done.
the bricks are chopping it off.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I saw people wearing hats actually that didn't have a brim, and it was just like the top of the hat with.
Yeah, dude, I've seen that. It's really,
uh,
fashionable.
so, yeah, Bronny, I don't know. He's fine. He's out of the hospital. It is weird though. I saw. Did you see the other day? Let's watch it. Let's go ahead and watch it. There was this video I saw on Twitter of. Did you see the soccer announcer that collapsed?
No, I didn't see
Okay,
the video of
I'm
Bronny
gonna share my
James or
screen.
the soccer guy.
This is a weird one. This is a weird one right here. The soccer announcer. So I think it was like an ESPN broadcast, and I got to be careful here that I don't come up on anything pornographic.
Ooh, yeah, from your search history. Watch out.
No, from Twitter, dude. It will just show. Okay, here we go. You can see this, right?
Yeah, you can see this.
Okay, I don't know if it will process audio, but this is an interesting. So, okay, this is a bad. Bad.
It's pretty
video.
bad stream. Yeah.
Let me find another version. Hopefully we can play video over this. Blah, blah, blah. Going to video. Okay, actually, I'm stopping sharing because I don't like the chance that something else will pop up.
Okay. Because this is a wholesome podcast.
Yeah. So
Let's
anyway,
get
there's a
topical.
soccer.
It's
As
for
you
the
saw,
family.
you saw enough right there. There was one announcer, and he kind of is just holding his mic, and it almost looks like he's like looking past the other guy, and he just stumbles down and falls. Like it's like he just collapsed.
Wow.
Really
Cardiac
scary, really
arrest.
weird. And it comes like right after or right before this happens to Bronny. I don't know. It's kind of weird to speak on this stuff because it seems very personal. It is just weird though. Like it
Yeah.
is it's strange one that it happens to someone like that, but also like I can't lie, like there are like it seems like a lot of these things happening. Not a lot, but like to people that you are on TV and being recorded, and also people that are significant that like we know more or less, we know about. Um so yeah, I mean it's like maybe these people all have just heart conditions that nobody knows about. Maybe it's part something that we're doing with our diet. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Especially like Bronny James is like 18, right? I feel like
Yeah,
that's too
super young.
young to be having this happen. He probably has some condition or whatever, but you shouldn't be dropping like a sack of potatoes just from like hooping, you know? He
Yeah.
was in the middle of a game. Is that the deal? He was practicing or something?
Yeah, like it was either a workout, like so he was like doing ropes and shit, or he was like playing basketball.
Dude, I will say, like, if I hit it hard at the gym, or like I was in the beat ass heat of San Jose and I was like running the track, dude, I did like 2 miles and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to stop. This is like way too
Oh yeah.
hot. It was on like, a rubber turf like football field. So the heat is like 20 degrees hotter than it normally is.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if I keep running, I'm gonna pass out too. I don't know if that's cardiac arrest or not. It's just probably just passing out from exhaustion or heat stroke or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude, like in the car with the cardiac arrest, did they have to bring out the jaws of life and like shock him, or did that not happen? I don't even know. Did they have to
I had no idea.
CPR?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever figure that out because it's like we would if it wasn't Braun's kid, but like I'm sure that
Yeah,
stuff is like hidden, you know?
yeah. And like, can he just go back to practice like 2 weeks from now? How does that work? I don't. Is his draft stock in jeopardy? Like, I know he's not like a top prospect guy, but I know he's like going to be in the first round because he has talent and he's LeBron James's kid, and they kind of want him to play with them, you know. So
I don't know. I'm sure we'll hear about it. We can't go a day without hearing about Bron James, which is kind of weird to me. I don't like following, like, I think there's way too much like attention paid to like prospects and like basketball, just kids in general. It's kind of weird to me. Like it kind of comes from NBA Twitter just being like way too involved in these kids' lives. Uh NBA Twitter is like it's like the digital online version of like what the Bible Belt South is for college football. Like those people literally like pay
Go nuts for
attention
it.
to like, yeah, they like pay attention to kids. I remember like years back, it was 2018 or something like that, 2019. I went to the national championship at Levi's between Clemson and Alabama. And I was
Nice.
sitting in the Clemson side, like way up high. And there was this family, I think they like, first of all, there were so many fans from both fan bases that like genuinely came from South Carolina and Alabama. You could tell like they like flew out. The ones that could, they did. And I'm sure the ones that were struggling still saved up to do it. There was this family sitting in front of us, and it was like two young kids and the mom and dad. The wife or mom or whatever, she was like in front of me, and I could see down perfectly onto her phone. She during the national championship, she was literally had up like Tiger Talk or Tiger Daily or something like that. It was like a Clemson online like journal for football, and it was like looking at their next prospects, like their recruits. Like she was like involved in their recruits, like as the national championship was going on. Just crazy.
What?
Like this is a woman like mid 40s that's like has two kids from Clemson, South Carolina, and she was so invested in the prospects that they had coming in during the national championship. Trevor Lawrence is just hawking dimes, and she's looking at who's the next fucking like O lineman tackle coming into Clemson.
Wow.
And yeah,
Deep dive. That's dedication. Bro, I wish I loved anything as much as South Carolina loves Clemson football. They bleed burnt orange, dude. I love it.
I know, dude.
Get you somebody that looks at Clemson football the way they look at you.
All right, should we get to some commercials?
Dude, let's do it. I love commercials.
All right.
No one.
Yeah, so I picked a lot from my hometown, my home area of Humboldt.
Oh wow, this is localized. I like it.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and kick this off. Big Louie's Pizzeria, a classic in Humboldt, classic lunch. So what are we looking at? You can tell me that we can see each other in this, right?
Yep, I can see the Big Louie's. Is that like an eagle with a pizza body? I'm interested. So there's like talons and like angel wings. I don't know.
Hopefully we can hear this over here. All right, I'm gonna play it.
Hi, this is Harold from Big Louie's Pizzeria. Since I took over Big Louie's back in 2003, this has become the place for gourmet pizza. And why? Because I buy the best quality ingredients and I add them to my finest recipes, and I have the finest loyal staff in town. Our pizzas are prepared from scratch with their old-fashioned traditional sauce recipes, our freshly grated cheese, fresh vegetables, baked on pizza screens for a healthier crust. Bring your family and friends down to Big Louie's Pizzeria. You will not be disappointed.
Okay, I have takeaways from this off top, on arrival. First of all, I'm hungry for pizza now. So that got me going in that regard. The commercial was a success, and now that I'm hungry and jonesing for pizza. Success number 2, dude's wearing a Giants hat. Love that. You know, that's my squad. I love the representation. I trust him now because he's a Giants fan. I trust Big Louie with my pizza needs. 3, production quality, you know, I will say could use some work. He could production quality is
really bad.
I will say our production quality is probably not very good either. So I'm not one to judge and, you know, pass along that.
Bro, we're on day 2,
judgment.
and I think it's just right up there with Big Louie's.
It's true. Okay, to make that whole commercial, what do you think? Like production cost $100 maybe?
Oh, I mean, we're talking about like 2003 or something like that. Like I've been watching that since Marshall Faulk was running on the Rams, like on TV on Sundays. That's been on.
All right, so we can get down
back when there was no guide on the TV.
Yes. Oh wow, dude, the dark ages. Are you kidding?
Yeah, we didn't have a TV guide till probably 2010.
That's amazing. The TV guide, next level, changed up everything.
Yeah, and that's been around for a while too, before Bronny was born.
It's pre-Bronny for sure, pre-cardiac Bronny, easily. All right, so I have to ask, Big Lou's, you give it always a go-to spot in Humboldt, you say? Delicious?
No. I would say it's very mid. It's not bad.
Damn
It's
it,
not great. I just chose the
dude.
commercial because it sticks in my head like glue, dude. I've never
Son of a.
I've been there for one lunch buffet and it was the most average thing. I would give Round Table a thumbs up compared to that.
Okay,
Like,
okay. I couldn't see the pricing. I saw the lunch buffet and I was very interested. Did it say $6? Because that's a
it
great
was like
deal.
$6.99 or something like that.
Okay, in 2003, that's inflation regarding and the post-COVID jump in prices for everything. I guess now it'd be probably like $10, but still $6 for a buffet, even mid-pack, mid-tier. It's pretty good. I didn't like, one thing I didn't like. I didn't like the device that he used to put the sauce on the pizza. You know that thing? It looked like a syrup kind of like pourer. Do you remember that?
Ugh,
I didn't
probably
like
has
that.
had syrup in it too.
I'm sure, dude. Just got secondhand from like a Denny's. He just bought them all out, like of the syrup cartridges. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was not appetizing to me.
All right,
Big
I'm gonna
Lou.
go ahead and turn it to the next one. This
Let's
one
go.
is my personal favorite. I think it's the best one
I can't
that
wait.
we have.
Okay.
All right,
Let's see.
this is a Humboldt fucking special. Let me just make sure we're back on the right. All right, I'm gonna start trusting this StreamYard. Not gonna have to double check soon. Here we go.
Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Corky Cornwall here from Redwood Coast Cellular, home of free phone. Remember when? Right here, first cellular phone. Go to Redwood Coast Cellular as soon as you can. We want to put a tiger in your cellular service. At Redwood Coast Cellular, we play the whole band. Where you gonna get that cellular phone? Duh. Redwood Coast Cellular. OMG, how things have changed. LOL, not that much. Woo!
Wow. Okay. All right. That might be the pinnacle of
I know.
telephone advertising. Are you kidding me? That was like a
It had
circus.
everything. Should we watch it? I mean, it
Everything.
had a tiger. It had a fucking tiger.
Dude.
That was in Humboldt County, California. They had a tiger somewhere.
He was talking to himself. He probably got Joe Exotic, they hauled him in from Mississippi, whatever back ass freaking, country swamp he came from.
Bro, what was going on? He was at like a NASCAR track at some point.
Dude, he was talking to himself as a clown at one point, which
that technology of being around is that they're like, I mean, like how did how did they make that work?
He sold out so hard. He just laid out completely for his company, for Redwood Coast Cellular, dude. He's trying to get you digits. He's trying to put you on the game plan. 1-800-COLLECT.
His name is Corky Cornwall. Corky Cornwall.
I overlooked
That's his name. Hey, folks, it's Corky Cornwall. Corky.
Dude, all time. That was magnificent. People need to take notes from that. That is how you build an ad. Are you kidding? All the dumb shit that's out there nowadays. I will say I do like I don't even know if it's AT&T or T-Mobile or whatever, but there's a hot chick that is on the phone ads. I don't know. She's got big cannons. I like her.
Are you talking about the AT&T girl?
That's it. Yes, AT&T girl. I do like her ads, but only just because she's in them. That was way funnier, way more entertaining, way more loud, way more just had very just like a tornado of content. It was just beautiful. It was a gorgeous.
This is who we're looking for.
Crescendo. I loved it. Yeah. Oh, Lily. That's her name. Lily, from AT&T, right?
Yeah, she's one of the baddest in the game. I can't lie. She is there hasn't been many girls on like commercials like just I don't know, personalities or whatever, little brand carriers. Yeah, I got a big time crush on Lily.
Oh yeah, she's got it going on. I will say
she's the top of the charts. Top of the charts.
I definitely probably put Lily and then Corky Cornwall like just barely below. He's got the stuff though, dude. He has the talent. He has the draw. He had me hook, line, and sinker. I was hooked. I was on the hook for Corky Corner.
All right, let me run to one of yours. So you
Dude,
chose kind of a national ad.
I did. I didn't really go local.
It's all good. We need some diversity. I'm going to say I don't know if I'm going to show the whole 4-minute Matthew McConaughey Lincoln compilation you sent.
Dude, it's a compilation. Every commercial is just immediately gold. It's got the draw. It's got the sex appeal because it's Matthew McConaughey. He's got that Southern accent that we love. It's Matthew. Come on, and he's in a car, a Buick or some shit. Like, all right.
So this instantly, the look of this brings me back to cartoons as a kid.
Oh yeah, 97. Were you alive, Sam?
2 years old, so I wasn't watching it like this, but I think this is basically how commercials looked until like 2003, though.
Yeah, Corky was kind of looking the same.
Craving for honeycomb. Honeycomb, me one honeycomb. The craving just hit me too. Honeycomb, me one honeycomb. I can't resist that craving, man. Yeah, come on. Ooh, sweet and crunchy. Honeycomb's so sweet and crunchy, like toasted honey. Yeah, in that weird shape. Me one honeycomb. Yeah. I mean, let's get some. Craving won't be denied.
Honeycomb cereal is an irresistible part of this complete breakfast.
I've got a crazy craving for honeycomb.
Honeycomb, bro. Have you ever had honeycomb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're a good cereal. I'd put them like B tier. It's like a little bit too soggy once you get like some shelf life.
True.
And I think they might be one of those cereals that are arguably in like small quantities better without milk.
Okay, yeah, I like it. There's definitely more of a honey taste to it when it's just dry. But I do like it when it gets a little soggy. I'm weird like that. I like my milky cereal. I like that milk with my Cocoa Puff. But dude, I will say the first thing I think of when I saw this, they're basically they're making honeycomb like crack cocaine. Did you see that?
I was thinking that same thing. This dude is like a methed out, like fucking. It's a weird like. Why does the honeycomb have to honeycomb? I think of like bees, and they're like, well, Honey Nut Cheerios already has the bee guys.
Yeah,
what should we make this one into? They're like, what about a meth addicted like non-real creature that's like hounding these kids?
Dude, it's like Tasmanian Devil just went super tweaked out. Even worse. Like the poor man's Tasmanian Devil. And
it's
dude,
the meth addicted. Taz.
Yeah, exactly. The Breaking Bad Taz. But you saw the kids is like, oh man, I really got that craving, like
Did he say that? Did the kid do that?
Yeah, the kid said that. He's like, oh man,
he's like, oh, you're right.
Honeycomb.
Hey, but one thing I also noticed with all of these older commercials for cereal is they say part of a complete breakfast, and it's always orange juice with like some bread or like a muffin, and it's like or like some actually have like milk and then like a half orange that's sitting next to the cereal. What kind of kid just eats a half? Let me eat this half orange, mom.
I know. It's just literally sugar and carbs, and that's it. There's like the protein is like the milk, and that's it. And so part of this complete breakfast, I always remember that too. Honeycomb, dude. I miss it. I haven't gotten it. I probably will never get it again. Like, just it have to be somewhere. I'm like, oh, let me try this. But honeycomb, dude, that strikes a childhood memory to me. Yeah, and I always love that little weird guy.
The sugary cereal, I guess, kind of cereal in general, but like sugary cereal is something that I told you earlier. I have no desire to eat breakfast most days, and so the sugary cereal. I mean, maybe I could use that rather than drinking coffee. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like coffee is probably going to get you energized a little bit better. Sugar high is very nice, though.
All right, now I'm going to do Roy's Auto Center, another staple of Humboldt County. Probably, I mean, just when you talk about screwing over people with clunker cars, this is what comes to mind. It's the ultimate, we'll get you a deal, but it might not make it off the lot. Just scum.
Once you sign, you're in.
When a good price comes along, Roy's a whippin'. Before a deal takes too long, Roy's can whip it. When your junk is
okay, I already saw on this one kid that I know from high school, and if you look at the quality of, there's no way that they printed out these signs more than 30 seconds before they turned on the camera.
Oh yeah,
Look a whipping.
Look at
Beef
that.
our ideal takes you wrong. Roy's can whip it. When you're junkies, Roy's a whipping. Now whip it. Hit your brakes. Pull on up. Don't wait. Try 2 locations. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. Roy's Auto Center. Might as well whip it. Roy's Auto Center. Whip it good.
Dude, that's unreal.
Wow.
That's like a real commercial. They were like, and
This is a great
that
idea.
kid from high school is 3 or 4 years older than me that I saw in that, who's working there, I guess. And that commercial wasn't that old. That was probably made in like 2014, 15. And it looks like that.
Okay. As like where I trusted Louis with my pizza needs, I do not trust Roy. The whip, that just got me a little triggered, I would say.
Like that commercial did not make you think like, I'm gonna get a quality car from this guy.
No.
It's gonna work.
They're gonna whip the prices. I don't understand that. What are they gonna do? They're gonna whip me before they sell me a car? Like they're gonna, I feel like I'm gonna be like an indentured servant, like I did something wrong and now I'm getting whipped. Or, or I paid for it, even like some BDSM type thing.
They're gonna whip my chances of getting to work on time in the morning.
Oh, but maybe you're gonna buy a whip. You know what I mean? Like a car is a whip. That's what they call it. So maybe they're like, oh, we're gonna whip you out. I don't know.
They had that kind of thought. I think you're already you're advanced, Jacob. You're too advanced for them.
I know it's tough. Dude, I keep marketing. Kidding me? I'm an exec. I would have the best ideas. I will say I do like a parody. Okay. Usually the parody is the Weird Al kind of generation. The parody goes a long way, and I feel like they did that well in the whole Whip It song. So I don't like the whip itself. And I just, and the sound effect, when he's like, I didn't like that. But the Whip It song, like whatever.
I'd argue that they just heard that song and that like they didn't, it wasn't like a nostalgic thing. They weren't like, let's try to make it look old. That was the best they did with what they had. Like, I think they might just be hearing that song.
It's true. I do love that you knew people who were in the commercial. That was
I searched Roy's Auto Center because I had these places in mind that like would run these old commercials. And I looked that up and I hadn't like watched it before the show, and at least the YouTube one I found. And so I just like put it in a folder and been saving it. And so that was the first time I watched it through. I thought based on like the first 2 seconds and how it looks on YouTube, I thought it was from like 2001, but it was definitely made like in the last 10 years. Which,
wow. Amazing. And yeah, I did like you kind of criticized the signs, like the Whip It signs or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they just printed them out. I did like the font, and I did like the layering with the construction paper, like the children's construction paper on the back. Like they had pink, they had green, they had orange. So they at least made 3 different signs. I did like that. I did like the craftsmanship regarding that. It brought me back to my adolescence and like arts and crafts.
Well, all right. They did something right. All right. Next up, I'm going to show this one.
Oh, yeah. This is classic, dude. I don't know if you remember these.
I don't really. This was one that I don't really.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch any of these.
So it's just audio, but it's hilarious.
Okay.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Push-Up Bra Inventor.
Mr. Push-Up Bra Inventor.
Never before has one man done so much with so little.
Lifting them higher.
From mosquito bites, pimples, and pancakes to melons, mountains, and Major League yabos. An engineering feat so brilliant it can only be described as va-va-va-voom. Thanks to you, even a 90-year-old grandmother can go from A to double D in a single bound.
What's your number, Granny?
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh hoister of the hooter, because when it comes to the bust, you're the best.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
How do we feel about that one?
I mean, just talk about maybe us getting a lawsuit for even listening to that.
Yeah, this was
talk about surprise on
2000s. This was definitely a pre Me Too movement, pre politically correctness.
So that's not like an SNL parody ad.
No, dude, that was a real Bud Light ad.
So why isn't there video? Like, where's the video to it? It's just like locked up, burned.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe it was a radio. I don't actually know.
Was there ever video of some massive cans?
Probably not. I don't know. That might, but they did do. They had sexualization in beer ads like throughout history. You know what I mean? Like they always had the hot chicks of the Miller Lite ones. You can like less taste, more filling, or whatever.
I was just about to search that for us.
Yeah, dude, that one was awesome. Or you remember when in Carl's Jr. how like they had like Britney Spears eating the freaking like huge burger. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face, dude. But no, Real Men of Genius was genius, bro. Again, Bud Light has the they have the clout, they have the backing, they have the just unlimited funds because everyone was drinking Bud Light back in the day. They only had like 5 different beers. But I will say it dated itself because the push-up bra is definitely, like he said, it can make anyone a contender. But now it's all about no bra. You want to free the nip. You want to girls aren't wearing that many bras anymore. And I like that more, I will say. So it's interesting. Just the times are changing, not only the commercial, but just the bra technique.
Yeah. Titties have changed too, for sure. They used to be a lot more pointy and now they got some, like, if you look at the titties of old, it's like they're kind of like boobs have kind of like changed like the look of cars. Cars used to be real sharp edges, real hard, real stiff. And now they're kind of round and they've got like edges and they have nice curves. And that's kind of how boobs look now.
More fluid. It's true. They're very like
Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison.
Round.
She had some she was hot, but she also had some pokies. Like you could put your hand on those things, and if you're not careful with the right angle, it'd be like a cactus.
Okay, I'll have to double back on that. Watch little Billy Madison. Never a bad thing. Never a bad homework assignment.
Speaking of boobs, I got a good one for us next. Based on this conversation, it kind of sparked my
love boobs, dude. Everybody loves boobs. It's that simple. Everyone, men, women, children, universally loved boobs. The giver of life, dude. They nurtured us all. You know what I mean? We love them.
I love
nice.
TV, shots of Gina Lee, hanging with my friends and twins. I love burritos at 4 a.m., parties that never end, dogs that love cats, and twins, and I love you too.
Telling you, dude. The beer ads just were next level.
What 90s the fuck was that part about the cat? I love dogs that love cats. What the fuck was that?
It's nice, dude. When you see a cat and a dog just hanging out, not hating each other, it's awesome. You don't like that? You don't like the
Coors Light board meeting? Love? They're like the creative team. They're like, all right, so we got football, guys banging around in the mud. We got big hits. We got big old boobs. We got rock band music. We got late night drunk friends. What else do we need? They're like, how about a dog barking at a cat?
I mean,
and they're all like super southern.
Every guy wants a dog or has a dog or loves a dog. It's man's best friend, dude. And nothing goes better than hanging out with a beer on your front porch with your dog next to you. Come on. Yeah. All time. The only thing better is twins.
Yeah, seriously. So I got one last one, and I say we wrap it up. We're right around 40. Cool. This is one from, I don't know what, this isn't one I'm familiar with, never seen it, never heard of this place. I just thought of like a small town in America that might have some good ones. So I searched Toms River, New Jersey. And
I feel like they won the World Series, the Little League World Series one year.
I think it was Todd Frazier.
Was that him? That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was his team. He's like,
nice.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Good knowledge.
So this is AJ's Appliance in Toms River, and I'm sure it's great.
AJ AJ Appliance is your best choice for quality appliances. AJ sells only the top name brand HD televisions, including plasma, LCD, and LED. Most having the latest 1080p
no
technology.
audio.
And
I can hear it.
Oh, you can?
nobody
Yeah.
beats AJ's prices. Plus, the AJ staff explains all the features so you'll make the best decision. We'll even deliver your new TV, set it up, and remove your old one at no extra charge. You already trust AJ when you need appliances. So when you need a new TV,
You can count on us, AJ Appliance. AJ.
All right.
Wait, I couldn't hear anything, so you let me know.
Okay. The over like the narration of it was pretty bad, and it did have a little New Jersey accent. I will say, AJ, I'm gonna trust him with my TV shit. No way. That dude was like a mob goon. Are you kidding? Did you see that guy? He was like 6'8", just like 320, and he's killed people before. Like the only reason you're buying appliances from AJ is because you owe him money, and it's just like a money laundering system. AJ is straight up out of The Sopranos. He's like big pussy. He is just a freaking goon, and I don't trust AJ with any of my appliance needs. And I swear, all these TVs he's selling are all hot. You know, those are all freaking stolen from like fresh off the docks. No way I'm going with AJ's Appliances in Toms River, New Jersey. No way, unless like I'm really like threatened to do so. Like I'll probably get my kneecaps broken if I don't buy appliances from AJ.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't listen to any of it. I thought based on the visuals, it looked like a kind of a wholesome commercial.
Dude, are you kidding me? He was there was like a grandma in there. He was stonewalling her, bro. He was like threatening her into buying a washer she didn't
You
need.
think he was going to traffic her?
I mean, hopefully she wasn't wearing one of those push-up bras from the Bud Light commercial.
Let me ask you a question. What was the last thing you stole? Whether it was from someone or like a business?
Man. So I have this, man, I'm kind of a degenerate, dude. I steal spices from Safeway.
Like you do still?
Yeah.
Like you
I
said,
like
steal.
like oregano, like steal. Yeah, like I don't pay for spices.
Why that?
Because they're too expensive. It's like I need to
You
get
know what,
like
you know what is a nice hack to that though?
what?
I figured out something that it's at every Safeway, every Vons. It's those end cap kind of like Tampico bagged seasonings, like in the red and yellow bags. They're like that big. They're like plastic bags, and they have like you either like rip them or they have like a open seal thing. It's called Tampico. I'll just show you. I don't know why. I should just search everything now.
And you only use that for cooking?
Well, they're just so much cheaper, and I like they have to be like
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to say this out loud, but yeah, dude, like, you kidding me? I'm trying to buy coriander. Coriander's like $10.
Like these things.
Nice. Yeah, okay. I've seen that.
There's like every single type of seasoning, and they're like $129.
Do you have to go to like a Mexican supermarket for that, like a Mercado?
No, these are at like every Safeway, every Vons. They're just on the end, like I guess on the other side of the seasonings, like the same. So if you're looking at seasonings, they're like right behind you, like on the wall.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll take a look.
So I mean, maybe you can also steal these a little easier because they're like bags. So you can just shove them down your pants.
Yeah, possibly. So, and I will say, I don't really feel that bad about it. They're overpriced. It's freaking spices. You know what I mean? Like, they make your cooking better. You need them. You really had us stealing things.
No, I just made it. That's kind of sick, though, huh? It's sick quick.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I still kind of pinch every once in a while, and I know it's frowned upon. It's a crime. It's a commandment. Thou shalt not steal. And I'm out here pinching freaking, pepper from Safeway.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing to steal. I couldn't tell you something I've like stolen recently. I remember there's always I think of one thing when I was a kid. We went to go get movies at the movie store in my town, and there was like I watched cartoons obviously, and there was a push pop at the movie store, and it was like a green and blue one, and I took both of them. I just took them, put them in my pants, and my dad didn't know. I don't. Maybe he knew. Maybe I told him afterwards. But it was like, I mean, there were 10 cents probably. That is like something that was the first thing I stole for sure. Like being like,
Okay.
I'm gonna steal this and see what it's like.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't think of, something that I do steal, I guess, that I have in the past is like when I go to a Mexican restaurant or like some kind of
Oh yeah.
like Latin restaurant, is like I'll steal like the hot sauce, like the bottle
Yeah.
of hot sauce. Like I'll take that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's
Dude.
usually fire. And like the salsa, some of these places won't bag up salsa for you. I usually ask, like, that's my first option is like to ask them, hey, can you bag up or bottle up some salsa for me? I'll pay you. If they say no, I'm just going to take it. But that's usually like after a few drinks, and it's not like, hey, okay, like, great, lunch and some steel, like,
Okay, another thing, I'm right there with you. Like in San Jose, La Vix had the orange sauce. Used to always take a bottle of that, like every time. And then, okay, so I do go to House of Prime Rib, and they have like prime rib seasoning that they put on the table. I take that every time. It's another spice that I steal from, but it's from House of Prime.
Dude, you just steal seasonings, bro.
I told you. I'm telling you. It's a weird thing.
The most random thing.
It's like
Jacob,
a need, it's like a need.
Biolante's here. Hide the pepper.
And then,
dude, that's classic. That's funny as fuck. That you just go around stealing seasonings. You're like looking at the table. You're like, what happened to our fucking salt? They're like, all of the au jus here, but the salt is gone.
The worst thing is they like know me there, like I'm like a regular at House of Prime Rib. So, but they also probably know like this guy steals the seasoning every time, but we don't have the heart to like, he comes in and just blows a bunch of money. We don't have the heart to like stop him.
Yeah, no, boss. All of the shaved black truffle is still here. There's like 5 pounds of black truffle, but all of the salt's gone.
I will say, I've also done the like Chipotle. You know how Chipotle has the Chipotle Tabasco sauce that they have? You ever seen that? They have the bottles of that.
Oh, Chipotle. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like Chipotle flavored Tabasco sauce.
Yep.
I used to take that too, unfortunately.
What is your thoughts on Tabasco? I have like the garlicky. I have the garlic like one right now. It's all right.
I don't think I've only tried 3 different kinds. The regular one, which is pretty whack. It's only good on like oysters, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. There's like a few things that's good on.
Yeah, the green one, which is better. I actually like the green one more than the regular red one, and then the Chipotle one, which is actually fire. I like the Chipotle one a lot.
Yeah,
but Tabasco, not a very good A-list hot sauce.
Pretty mid. Pretty like. Yeah, I think it's better than like. I'll take it over Crystal. I'll take it over maybe like Louisiana. But it's not.
Like, it's not Tapatio, bro. It's not Cholula.
Cholula is the fucking.
Cholula's nice. Valentino sauce. Valentino sauce is also good. Another thing I've stolen pretty regularly, not in a while, but like when I was in college and shit, you just take like glasses from like a bar. Like let's say they have a good like pint glass that's like got a beer design on it or whatever. I used to take those a lot.
Yeah, in California we can't really, obviously walk around like the street with drinks, but I've heard people who go to like New Orleans and cities where there's like I don't know if Nashville is, but like I know for sure New Orleans you can just like take a beer, get a beer at a bar, walk down the street to another bar with it, and that is like the biggest life hack to just like bag up glasses of like cool bars too in New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. Just get a nice little souvenir. Is finding golf balls on the golf course. That's not stealing, right? You just found golf. What the fuck? No. Come on. Yeah, right. Ooh, fuck. I have taken balls from the driving range. Like let's say you buy a bucket of balls. I'm like, I'll just take 10 of these, put them in my bag. So I've done that.
That is one time actually not recently, but like in the last, I'd say like I just graduated college, so like 5 years, call it. There was me and my friend, we parked across from the golf course in my hometown, which is super dark at night, and there's an elevated driving range. So like driving range, and then a hill that drops down, and then like the whole flat range. So you're probably like, I would say at least 30 feet up above like where you hit it down onto. And so the clubhouse is kind of like up higher than that even too. And so, but there was people in the clubhouse. It was pitch dark in the summer, and we ran across the 3 holes or whatever to get to the driving range. We just backpacked we must have taken 50 something balls each, and they're all shitty range balls, and that course has the shittiest range balls. But we still took them and took them to the beach with some baseball bats, and we were just stupid. Hit them into the ocean. What
Whatever.
the fuck are we doing?
Dude, I will say, I went to Tahoe recently, and I asked my buddy, I was like, dude, we should just get a bucket of balls and just hit them into Lake Tahoe. How sick would that be? He's like, bro, that's polluting. I was like, I guess, but it's they turn into rocks down there. I think it's fine, it's not that bad, is it?
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as boats just expelling fumes onto the water and shit constantly.
That's true. But I will say, bro, come on. I'm pro boat. You ever been on a boat?
Of course.
It's the best
thing
ever.
I'm just saying, as far as
ever.
tell your friend, whoever said that, be like, dude, there's boats on the water.
Yeah.
There's fish bait that is just sitting in there. Have you ever seen power bait? It's if you ate some power bait, you would just die in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I think Bronny ate some power bait last night. I mean,
Power bait?
it's the most synthetic, toxic, plasticky, kind of rubbery smelling, whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta go piss so bad, and we're at 50 minutes, dude. We just cooked 50 minutes.
Jeez, dude, that was butter. It's slicing through warm butter.
Yeah, we could do eventually, once we get on Fox Sports, we're gonna do a 3-hour show, and we're gonna be ready for hour 4. Mark my words.
Shannon Sharp got canned. Skip Bayless is probably out next. The boys.
Yeah, and I love how it's a daily conversation on Twitter, who will replace Shannon Sharp on it? Who's gonna be the next?
Cares?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. NBA Twitter's can't wait for the next debate guy.
We gotta find who the next, polar opposite of Skip Bayless is. Whatever.
Skip Bayless, an all-time legend at posting weird photos of him standing in awkward positions and his Jordans,
just being a weirdo.
Jordans that are whatever.
Whatever.
All right, bro. I'm gonna get this edited down when I can, and then I'll upload it.
Sounds good. The stealing things topic was quality. That was nice. The stealing things topic was quality.
Dude, I like the banners are just a huge upgrade.
Yeah, I'm critical of the lower third. This is an example of a banner.
All right.
Nice.
I'll check you
All
later.
Right. See you later, buddy.